All right, we'll go ahead and get this meeting started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll have roll call.
Dan Pillow.
Here.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Here.
Kathy Byess.
Here.
Ann Pillow.
Here.
Al Glick. Absent. Pam Jackson.
Here. All right.
Did
Go ahead.
anybody text Al?
I'm texting him now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you already answered me.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I had something. I didn't see anything, so.
Yeah,
I can call him, but I did text him.
okay.
All right. Well, we still have 5. We'll go ahead and start with the clerk's report.
You have the meeting minutes from July the 15th. This was the regular council meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from July 15th.
I'll second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have the minutes from the special emergency meeting on July the 29th.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from July the 29th.
Hello. I'm ready. I'll second it. That was Al.
Second by Ann.
It's on his way. Okay.
Ann seconded.
Oh, who made the motion?
Pam and Ann
Oh,
seconded.
okay. Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You have the minutes from the August 6th special emergency meeting.
Make a motion to accept it. Minutes as written.
Second.
Motion by Ann Pillow, second by Pam Jackson. Any discussion?
Okay. How you doing?
No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have the minutes from August the 12th for the special meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the August 12th minutes.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
We have pay ordinance 8A. This is for biweekly payroll, which was paid on July 26th. From the general fund, $11,615.84. From the sewer fund, $147.60. From the water fund, $146, for a combined total of $14,567.84.
I'll make a motion to accept ordinance number 24-8A. I'll second it.
Motion by Ann Pillow, second by Kathy Byess. Is there any discussion?
I do. On number 8, it's got 40 hours of sick leave. I was questioning, is that supposed to be vacation leave?
No, it was submitted as sick leave, and that's what I put on the sheet. And that's what it
Yeah,
was.
I don't think our sick leave works
It
like
was
that.
Yes.
You have to have a doctor's excuse after so many days.
Right. And, I mean, we all knew that it was vacation. There were signs posted. I'm just confused. I didn't think that we did that.
Oh,
Lisa Walker.
Yeah.
So that's not how that works.
I guess we need to address that with the water board.
I'm not the one to question it. I just,
Yeah. Who, so the water board oversees her leave, so I guess we direct it to them, but that's definitely against our rules. So, Where do we go from here?
So we pass that back to the water board or, and cite.
I would,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like who she reports to. I mean,
Yeah,
someone had to authorize her leave, I would hope.
yeah, especially sick leave.
Yeah, actually, who signs her time
I
card?
got 2 Bs for some of the.
I quit doing that.
It's a member of the board, it's one of them.
Okay, well, whoever that was,
It should be the board president.
we need to get, yeah.
Yeah, that was-
So with that one, can we
Have an exception?
accept a line item?
It's 8.
Okay. Who made the motion?
Ann made the motion, Kathy seconded, Pam brought the discussion on the floor to approve it with the exception of number 8
Is that
and
the
direct
way
it
that
back
Ann
to the
wants it?
water board,
Yeah,
right? For an answer?
Yeah.
okay.
Is that clear? I mean,
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that.
okay,
All
so
right, call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yeah.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah. Will the mayor take care of that at the clerk? Make
Yeah,
sure?
she and I will put something together, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
have,
wait a minute, I have a question for the future on that. Because once it comes from the employee, it goes to, I guess, the mayor. I'm sure it's oversight there too. so-
I don't get Lisa's.
You don't? So it just goes to the water board?
it's signed by the water
She
board
gives it
representative
straight
and gives
to-
it to me.
Yeah.
And this is all, we talked about this in our Lawson Conference. It's always after the fact, so this is why that's a problem. They're already it's already on payroll, which right now it's already paid, we're just approving it. So it's hard to fix it when it's after the fact.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But,
And,
yeah.
I mean, we'd have to switch leaves if, hopefully she's got enough leave. I don't know what her balances are.
No, she's not, she has to be a year before she can use vacation.
Oh, that's right, she's not
It's
quite a year yet.
December, it'd be the end of December that she became full-time.
Wow.
So that's why she used the sick leave.
Yeah, but you can't
I
use
know.
sick leave for that.
Hmm.
Okay. Then that's gonna be a problem.
So that situation has been working forever. I guess we just need to make some sort of adjustment to make sure that Margret gets it and can make adjustments or ask questions before we get it.
That's something that really needs to be looked at again by not only Lawson Contracts, but probably finance, to
Yeah.
include everybody.
Because, I mean, yeah, that should have been stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, you know, it does make it hard when they submit, even like with overtime, because it's paid before it comes back to you guys for a vote. You know, it's not like they submit it and it's held and brought to you and then you okay it. That's been the practice,
You can't hold up pay, you have to pay.
so. But I'm just saying that this is all sort of falls in with everything.
For one of the reasons why. Yeah.
Okay, no further discussion, we'll vote.
Well, it was voted on.
Oh, okay, you went
Yeah.
through
Is that
that
an
one.
afterthought?
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
you went back in.
Yeah.
Getting me confused, Pam.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then you have 8C, and this is for monthly salaries from the general fund, $7,800, from the water fund, $1,258.82, for a combined total of $9,058.82.
Which one is this?
8C, I think we skipped 8B.
B?
We skipped B.
I think we just skipped B.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
which,
We should
We didn't
go
do B yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is B. Sorry about that. So, we need to go back to that one for 4B. That was A we did. and the discussion was on B.
Oh, so we didn't vote on it.
No, we didn't vote on it.
Okay.
Is that the one? 8.
I think the confusion was the way it was numbered on my sheet. It would have been 8A is the one that was in question with the sick leave on it.
Right.
And that's the one that is in the amount of $14,567.84. And I did call for the vote on that with the exception, or Lisa called for the vote on that with the exception of number 8,
Yes,
Right.
to be clarified with the water board.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're moving on to 8B.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 8B. From the general fund, $13,223.73. From the sewer fund, $1,439.10. From the water fund, $1,503.68, for a combined total of $16,166.51.
Make a motion to approve 8B 2024.
One second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion?
I just had a question on line 5 and 6. Did they resign or were they termed? Those two. Because if you're termed, you don't pay out vacation time, right?
Not with government. It was their time,
Okay.
and it was accrued, and they don't get sick leave, they don't get any holidays for the remainder of the year, but they
Okay.
earn vacation, so they do get that.
Okay, I was just wondering.
All right. Any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have 8C, and this is for monthly salaries dispersed from the general fund with $7,800 from the water fund, $1,258.82 for a combined total of $9,058.82.
I'll make a motion to approve 8C 2024.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Kathy Byess. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have pay ordinance 8D, and this is for accounts payable. From the general fund, $28,397.18. From the street construction maintenance and repair fund, $375.46. From the state highway fund, $233.21. From the water fund, $887.39, for a combined total $29,893.24.
I'll make a motion to approve 8D 2024.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Kathy Byess. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You had in your packet the bank reconciliation for June 30th. We started out with $238,068.22. We had receipts totaling $342,607.63. We had payments of $407,443.12 with an adjustment of 9 cents. The bank balance, the UAN balance as of the 30th of June was $174,232.82. There was adjusting factors of $5,709.98, with an ending balance of $168,522.84, with the bank balance of $173,827.65, with an ending balance of $168,522.84. And if you notice, there was a negative in the general fund by quite a bit. Thank God Rita hit the next day when I rolled over, because money was really tight in June, and I anticipate it being tight in July when I balance out. And a lot of this is because we're using village money to pay things so that we can get money back.
I'll get it done tonight. I'll get it done tonight.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation documents.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Al Glick. Any discussion?
I don't have that
Oh,
in my package.
you don't have it in your packet. I'll see you get it. Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
'Cause what I did was I tried to copy you guys a packet after I put it together, but I'll see that you get it.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Okay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
We received a doctor's statement from Westchester Hospital in regards to Officer Dow being on light duty. Do you want to go into executive session on this? Okay, I will hold that for that. Today, the mayor sent out the Miami Township July EMS fire report. If any of you need that printed, let me know. You should have received a copy of the appropriation status and one for the revenue status. And I believe that's all I have now.
All right, thank you, Margaret.
You're welcome.
Question there.
Sure.
Question. Where are we on the loan?
I am still working on it, Dan.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, but I am still working on it. I should have reported on that, but today's been one of them days where it was like I met myself coming and going.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. All right, I just wanted to bring up, first, council, I'd like to start with some old business. With the Crossroads Church and our firehouse, and with them moving forward, I don't have anything. Did you guys want to still move forward with that? Or, because, I mean, they still want to know, can they go in there? Can they start doing the work that they were going to do, painting and stuff like that?
Just clarification on one thing, Mayor. That is part of our community development block grant.
Not this.
This.
This is, this is from their end,
Yeah.
the money that they're wanting to donate as
But
well
we were
to
going to do some
start
work there. Is that what our community development block grant was about?
Yeah, that
Okay,
too.
sure.
in combination with them. What did you say we needed, a license or something? What is it?
A license.
So how long would that take?
Probably Wednesday.
By Wednesday? Okay, so that's why I'm bringing it back to council, because this is, they're already, the package that I gave from them, trying to keep with their timeline. They'd like to get in there and start cleaning up some more, getting the bathroom started to be fixed up and stuff like that. Is that okay if we move forward on that, or what am I doing here? Because they'd like to know.
Sure.
Make a motion to allow Crossroads to move forward with the repairs to the old firehouse.
I'll second it.
Motion by Byess, second by Al Glick to allow them to move forward. Any discussion?
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Always be.
Go ahead.
And I ask you a question, somebody, go ahead.
Sure.
No, I was just gonna say, we need a document from you, Bob, right, for the village. As long as we have that in place, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I don't think we should do anything before then, we just need
Yeah,
something to
he
protect
said
the
by
village.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Bob, do we need a copy of their liability insurance, like the standard form that says that they have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as we get all the documentation necessary.
And my discussion, Mayor, was, do we have an outline of what they're going to try to do so that we know in their cleanup, they're going to repair the bathrooms or what, just generally?
I mean, yeah, they want to be able to repair the bathrooms. Basically, it's more the little kind of things.
Sure.
That the grant, because I mean, the thing's going to need a new roof, things like that. So that grant is definitely for the big projects, but they're looking at just, they've already wiped everything down, some fresh paint, fix the floor where it's blocked up and blocking the door, take out that block because really it doesn't need to be there. It's just leveled up on the floor and you can't open that front door. So they were just looking at maybe doing that, but possibly even doing the floor, depending upon how far their funds go at what they allocated.
Sure. Yeah, if they have a plan, it would be nice to share with us. if they
Yeah,
have a
and that's
plan.
what I did tell him.
Yes,
I
sir.
said, as far as, what colors you're looking at, things like that, because I know if I'd like to get that back to council, and he's got no problem with that. But we just want to know, can he move forward? And that way they can have their guys come in and say, okay, this is what we can do with X amount of dollars,
Yeah.
and then I can bring it back.
Yeah, you want to tear that old carpet up or something, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, I think that.
I agree.
all right.
Right, so.
And call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Okay. The other thing I have, let's see. Chip wanted me to bring this to you guys, and just present it to you to see if you would be able to approve it or not. He'd like to know if we can purchase a battery-powered chainsaw for the lack of the gas and the fumes because of getting up into the, that drain up in there, to be able to get up in there and cut down
Some
some.
culvert over there, yeah.
Yes, because you got to go up in a tunnel, and with the fumes and the noise, it'd be nice to have one that's a battery operated. And the steel, he gave me a quote, is $299 for that. And then the hedge trimmer that we have is on its last legs. We'd like to be able to purchase another steel hedge trimmer to replace the old one that's it's shaking itself apart. And that's $429. However, right now it's on sale for $329, depending upon if you approve or if we were able to move on any of that. So that's what Chip wanted me to bring up to council.
If those are things we need, and it's in the maintenance budget, I make a motion that we move forward on both the chainsaw and the hedge trim.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Al Glick. Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yeah.
What was the cost on the hedge trimmer again, Mayor?
$329 right now, right?
Well, if we get it now, $329, otherwise it's $429. It's on sale, the hedge trimmers.
I'm sure he'll see me in the morning for a purchase order.
He'll be like, yeah, he'll be in there, so Margret, how'd it go last night?
Yeah. He won't be waiting around.
No, you don't. And the other thing he also wanted me to ask council about, which I didn't get all the quotes for these yet, but some new truck tires for the red truck, the F-250, because it really needs some. Every 2 days I gotta pump the back up to take it out. I mean, it's still going, but I wouldn't drive it outside the village.
Right. Sounds like my Mustang.
I mean, the last time I was looking at truck tires, I mean, I have a Ford F-150, but the tires, I don't know if they're the same or not. I know we ended up spending, it was $1,200, $1,000, $1,200. They're expensive. That's around the average that we're looking at. We can always push that off or whatever, but I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention because
You got the money
No,
now, do
that's-
it now.
That's the vehicle you drive the most, I think.
Right.
So-
that's the one I prefer to drive the most because I can reach in it. And Chip feels the way I do. He's not as tall either.
I'll make a motion to approve the tires for the F-250.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Kathy Byess for the truck tires. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
All right, and the other things that I have here, I'd like for once we get finished at the end of council, if council wouldn't mind going into executive session for pending litigation and personnel matters.
I have things to discuss in that as well, if that's okay, in that executive session.
Personnel or
Personnel.
litigate, okay, personnel. All right. We'll go ahead and go to committees. Dan?
Thank you, Mayor. I just have a couple of things to discuss. Well, one of them's taken off executive session. I'd also like to discuss our maintenance department. I spoke with the mayor, and I may have mentioned it to some of you guys. North Bend seems to have a pattern that's working. I think the mayor said she's observed that and talked about that as well, where we do have a supervisor, major supervisor. And then they fill theirs out with part-time help. Part-time, the guys, I'm talking to some people in the village who were very interested, said, I don't need any benefits. All I need is to be paid for the 2 or 3 days, and that seems to be what they sort of like. I think saying that, I would like to look into that, have the mayor look into it, and if that's something that council as a whole would like to see looked into and some information brought back, that's what I'm looking for. So that's something the council would be interested in looking at.
I mean, I hope this interest don't take too long because I'm getting tired.
And how long do we have Chip?
Right, exactly.
October.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
around October, he told me he'd stick around till, and he's definitely, I talked to him about training the new supervisors. So that that way, I'm hoping to retain a Chip.
Yeah, and that would be important too, that he's here to help.
Exactly.
Yeah. that
So I
he's-
want to get that position filled immediately, and I've started interviews this Wednesday, so.
Let me ask like this, does anybody not think that's a good idea?
Don't
See
think
how
it's
it
a
works
bad
with our
idea.
minutes.
It's not a
works.
bad idea, it's just,
Right.
will that work for what we need? I mean, one thing I'd like to see, and even me and Chip talk about it, even if we still stick with the 2 full, maybe have a part-timer once a week come in, even if it's only 4 hours just to clean the building. Take that out of the equation inside.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Just
yeah,
thought.
just so we can start the discussion and see, what we can come up with.
because I mean, North Bend, their dynamic is much different than us though, too.
To what degree?
Like the amount of work and everything like that, and like the type of work that they do. I mean, one of their guys is part-time, only comes in 2 days just for flowers.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's like, how, will you find somebody to do that and to stick to it?
Yeah. Takes away.
Yeah.
I mean, they got lucky
Mm.
to have the people that they have, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it would be a great idea to have some part-time people who are just looking to do some things.
So I mean,
that won't
okay,
cost us an arm
so
and a
as
leg.
far as moving forward then, because my goal is right now just to get the supervisor in place.
Absolutely. That's first priority.
Now, also, all these interviews, because I don't have a big slew of people that's wanting to do it.
Mhm.
So are we going to not go with the second maintenance man as full-time, or are we talking about eliminating it? Because, I mean, I'd like to know before,
Sure.
here I've got all these interviews set, and most of them are for that second man position. Most all of them.
Yeah, personally,
I mean, this is a last-minute switch that,
I'd go all the way with part-time people except for the supervisor. That might save us a lot more money.
because then my
And
thing too
benefits.
about that is
Mhm.
we have a water maintenance guy that's full-time.
Mhm.
Are we gonna go back off that?
Back off of him? No. I wouldn't think that
Like,
comes
I'm just
into our
saying, it's
occasion.
like,
Yeah,
how does that really look then?
yeah. I'm just throwing it out. I mean, we can spend some time, we can spend time discussing it. I think Tony in his position, we need to keep him there because he.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying get rid of him. Not
Okay,
at all.
so-
He's a very good
Get
worker.
rid of
That is
him out of
not what I
maintenance,
meant.
maybe. No,
I'm just
not.
saying if
Yeah.
because of the full-time status,
Mhm.
does that matter that he's in that position? Because
No.
that he should, never mind.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That should be his priority, still water.
Yeah,
And if he needs to help in maintenance, do what he's always
and
done.
that's the whole point of making him full-time is because he's supposed to be doing maintenance work.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying he don't, he does a good
No,
job.
that he does. And I think those are all things of discussion that we can have moving forward.
So how many interviews do you have set up for that second maintenance man position?
I'm waiting on some callbacks, but
And they all applied because it
8.
was full-time? The
Yep.
major- Yeah.
because it's been out there for a few
It
weeks,
has
so that's
been.
why I'm kind
That's
of
trying to
like,
switch it up now.
I mean, it's
They may
not a
not
bad
want
thing, but-
part-time employment.
I mean, I've already had a couple that I thought would have been really good supervisors back out once I told them what the pay was, so. I mean, it is what it is.
Can we discuss that real quickly? I don't know what the pay is for the.
2091?
$20.91.
I just said that is what it is.
That's what we pay, but people are paying 30 now in a lot of communities. I don't know. I guess we could do the
Go to a
comparison.
restaurant making 24, 25 an hour now.
Mhm.
Well, you've got to come up with more money.
I know, I'm just saying, people are looking at
I mean,
that
this is
too.
just, this ain't at you. It's just
No, I'm just saying.
we're
but-
broke.
But, you only get $55,000 in revenue
Yeah.
from your property
I'm not
taxes.
saying anything
You
against
know,
that, I
I
just know
mean-
what they're,
I'm
Here's
just
the thing.
saying, where
Yes.
money comes from,
Yes.
I don't know.
I
what-
understand
you
that.
know.
But
Yeah.
we're going to
We're going to have that
maybe,
conversation though, because it's real.
eliminate some revenue on the other end by not having, full-time people, maybe part-time. Just a thought, just to start the discussion.
Yeah.
Because you could pay more.
Especially if you have it set up without benefits. People who want to
Yeah,
work,
that's
just want
it.
to put in, want time.
Well, I
but
do
not-
know that North Bend, they still are required to pay into PERS. I do know that, and they have to pay into the Medicare. I mean, those are requirements. But, and I've spoke to workers down there and I mean, I think they have maybe 5, and then they have supervisor, and he's retired too from the
And
plant
goes.
across the street. So they're all working without the health insurance
Oh,
benefit
wow.
because they all get it, they have it through their retirement.
right.
I mean, what do we do then? Do we put out a job application and require like retirees only? Part-time? You can't do that.
No, but I mean, truthfully, if you think about it, is there a reason that they can, if that's what council votes that they're going to go with, that they're the positions, or if they're looking at part-time labor.
They can hire part-time people,
Well,
but
we
you
can't
can't
say
sit
that.
there and say,
They've
we're gonna
gotta
hire,
retire.
we're gonna hire old people.
No. I know that. That's not what I'm insinuating.
We'll be here tomorrow morning.
I think,
Boy, that'd be an age discrimination. That's
Or-
not-
Sure, you have a whole,
Yeah.
there's a whole
Fee saving the
different
money.
situation.
Yeah.
Because you can save the money on insurance, and then you can pay them more money per hour.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, I know, I'll tell you
So it
this,
makes
my
sense.
brother is one of them that works down there, and he saw it on their North Bend website. And they didn't know he was retired, and they didn't know what his age was. He
Right.
just applied and got an interview, and he got hired. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the way
just
it's
happens
supposed
to
to
be
work.
that he's retired,
Yeah.
you know.
I think that council in general needs to sit down and discuss it so we can move forward rather than to keep kicking it back and
Yes.
forth
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, we should have that. Do we have a committee, streets or maintenance or whatever, to do some initial legwork?
Wherever you guys want to stick it.
Yeah, just to do
I
some initial
mean-
legwork, and by the time we come back to our next meeting, or if there's a special meeting, we can kind of lay out everything we found.
Guess what?
So do I hold off on interviews? I mean, geez, oh Pete, man, I just finally started doing it.
Start,
I think
got some
you should-
I
traction
mean-
going, huh?
Yeah, it's,
Well,
Well,
you should
it looks like
advertise an
streets is
interview.
Dan Pillow, Pam Jackson, Al Glick.
I think you should do the interviews.
I think
and
you
just
should do the
Tell
interviews.
them that
And
maybe.
you don't have to do something about the interviews, but
Yeah.
move ahead with it.
And you may mention, I would mention part-time. Hey, they're gonna know as soon as.
well, I
they
can
see
mention
something.
it and see if they're interested in just doing part-time or full-time and see what kind of feedback I get.
Yeah, because they may just
It does
say,
make sense.
They might say, forget it, I want
Yeah.
full-time work.
right,
They might say, give me more than
Okay.
20 hours.
Do you have anything else, Dan?
but nothing
Oh,
for sure yet.
No, ma'am, that wasn't.
Figured I'd get you back on track.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer?
Lots of meetings.
Just a couple of things. We had the pleasure of meeting last Tuesday, maybe? I don't remember.
Last
what day it was.
Whatever day it was.
And we finished up the manual. We're gonna send it to Mr. Bob so he can correct the corrections that we had
And
for
it's
it.
been sent, it
Thank
has
you.
been emailed.
And then I was contacted by someone at the VFW, and they were looking to get handicap parking in the front of the building sometime in the future. So I told them that I would just bring it back because they mentioned it to me. And they said that the kids are over there breaking the tables underneath the pavilion. And I asked if the police could patrol a little bit more over there for them. And then the third thing I have is now that the pavilion is up and there's no tables, are people allowed to use that for personal use at this moment?
It's a
It's in the park.
place.
And do they need to rent it, or how does it?
That's something you guys need to come together about.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah, that's
That's the laws and contracts.
yeah, that, and, you know, the park
The park and
committee is
playgrounds.
working, playgrounds with,
Yeah.
we need to set some, you're right,
Yes,
we need to
some
set some
rules.
general rules for the
Yeah.
park. Yeah,
So
you're
can we
right,
get together and maybe, who's parks and playgrounds, Miss Ann?
you're saying.
Can we get together and maybe kick some dates around?
Sure.
Okay.
What was your first one? The
The-
handicap.
The handicap at the
Yeah.
VFW.
Yeah, just personally, I don't have anything against it, but we did stop putting handicap.
Years ago.
On the
Yeah.
streets.
What's
I-
there is grandfathered essentially,
Even,
right?
yeah, even, you know, the bars don't have them, handicap spots. I really, you know, they have a lot of people coming in and out there, but if they could, I don't know how they do it. Other than put their own handicaps in those first 2 or 3 slots at
On
the
their
top of the
own
hill.
property.
Yeah.
Which
Are they
they had
handicapped
before.
there?
I think the
There's
first
a couple
spot.
spots.
In the back and
I think they were
in front.
probably looking at it on the street. Is
Yeah,
what I'm assuming.
yeah.
Is what it was brought to me.
But Dan's right, the council did vote probably 15 years ago that there'd be no more designated handicap signs installed on village streets.
Didn't that have something to do too with the ADA or something as well? Because of requirements for the space?
I don't know, I'd have to go back and look
It
for
had
the
more to do
ordinance.
with people having fistfights over the handicap
Handicap
spot.
spots.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was their
Their
handicap
spot.
spot.
Yeah.
But I can go back and look for how that
I
came
might have
about.
exaggerated a little bit, but there was some pretty tough
And
arguments.
the
Police
street there would
called.
not be ADA either. How it's
No.
designed, it's not ADA in
Right.
front of there. So that's another reason why.
The way it takes
Yeah.
that curve.
Oh, that curve is crazy.
Take a lot
That
more
curve
to
is
sign.
crazy.
I'll go back and look and see what became of that, how it came about.
Thank you, I just want to give them.
And then I can send it out by email, whatever I find.
Thank you, Corinne.
All right, thank you,
I
Jennifer.
don't have anything.
Is that all you had to?
Yeah.
You don't have anything? Go on to Miss Ann.
The only thing I have for tonight is Parks and Playgrounds met July 16th, and our purpose for meeting at that time was to determine what we were going to do in music in the park. And we made that decision. We had games, we had the big six-wheel, and the
Emoji dolls.
Girl, okay.
So our expenses for that event was $510. We got $350 a startup fee from the village prior. So our expenses with the big wheel and the purchases that we made for prizes, it came out to $510.38. Our total income was $1,650. Minus our expenses, we ended up making $1,139.62 for that event.
Good job.
Good job.
So,
Yeah.
and that's all been turned over to Margaret.
Probably $80.
And we have to, I have to thank Jennifer.
pocket too.
We had a lovely evening trying to count the money, but we finally got it done. And then we came to see Margret, everything was right
Balanced
on.
out.
So then also need to thank the people who helped us out. We had Jackie and Leah Ledbetter. We had Jennifer and Tracy Wiehe. Then we had Mr. Larrick and the rest of our committee that helped on that. And Shalon Pillow and Monique Pillow were in town, so they also worked. So we want to thank all those people, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Miss Ann.
Well done.
Al?
I have nothing at this time.
Pam?
I really don't have anything except for reporting again on the music in the park. I think we're just waiting on a couple things or one more thing.
One
and
more
then
thing.
We'll have a finalized report on that. So, but it seemed like we did pretty well. Everything went well.
It did.
Kind
I
of
think
smooth.
so.
Things we learned from, things
Hmm.
do over.
Definitely, yeah.
It seems like everybody was kind of pleased with how it went. Yeah,
All right.
that's all I have.
Thanks, Pam.
You're welcome.
Good. Now, Lieutenant?
My name is Dan Hyab, for those of you who don't know me.
It's more
Make it
professional.
official.
Make it official.
For the month of July, we had a total of 19 fire and EMS runs in the village here. 17 were EMS, and we had 2 service calls. Overall, in Cleves, Miami Township, North Bend, we had 163 runs. We did 1 fire inspection, 1 plan review. We had some public relations and plan reviews. I'm sure that Lieutenant Scott Dunnigan had something to do with your guys' festival. Did he have anything to do with that?
Yes, he was there.
Yeah. Hopefully he took care of you guys, helped you guys out. That's all I got on my end. If you guys have any questions for me, we'd be glad to help you or answer them.
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yes, have a good night.
Thank you too.
We'll go to the chief.
Hello, council.
Hello, Chief.
In front of you, I got a packet. In your packet, I have our roster for everybody that we are holding commission for. And then also in the packet, I have training that we need to get caught up on for our required CPT training. And if you go to the third page, I have everybody laid out that still needs to go through training for our CPT required training. And I just wanted to get with council to see if I can get these. I know we're suffering with money issues, but we really do need to get these guys scheduled for training, and the next training class is in November. And if you look at the price, the total price is going to be $2,268 for our officers to get caught up on training. Myself and Officer Martin, we're caught up. We don't need the said training. We're caught up on our hours. It's just going to be mostly our part-time guys and then Officer Dow, or Officer Brown. He still needs to go through the training.
Can I ask the question?
Yeah.
In regards to this training, is this on site here or is this going somewhere else?
No, this is somewhere else. So the training will be, Sharonville is hosting it, so I'm guessing it's going to be in Sharonville on Chester Road. But it's the Blue to Gold training, and they do CPT required classes for OPATA. And me and Martin, we've already attended the same class just at an earlier date, and we still have some officers that need to go through the training so we can get our required CPT hours.
I have another question for you
Yeah.
in regards to the training. So you're referring to the Blue to Gold. So we are no longer doing anything with Lexipol?
So I'm looking at all training because there's free training out there as well, and I have been eyeing for any free training that is CPT approved. And right now, I haven't been able to find anything right now to get these guys caught up that's CPT approved that's free right now.
But are we using any part of our police services with online or manual or anything to do with Lexipol?
No.
The reason I'm asking because I've received an invoice for over $2,000.
Yeah.
This happened to us right after Don McWhorter left us too. And if we aren't using that, then we need to let Lexipol know that we are not using it, that we've switched programs, so that we're not liable for that over $2,000.
Yeah.
Question.
Huh?
Lexipol, yeah.
Yeah, Lexipol, okay. Is that online type training?
Well, he's saying
Well,
that they're
Lexipol is
going
more
to
or less
this,
a policy.
they're using this
Like
blue
policy
and gold.
procedure. They kind of come up with, your policy and procedure for, smaller departments and things like
Right.
that. Kind of like a universal one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe we're using,
Well, that's why I'm asking because,
Lexipol.
with what we're spending for the blue and gold
yeah.
and what Lexipol is charging, we're doing something double here, it appears. And if we're not using the Lexipol, then we need to notify them that we are no longer using their materials, that we have switched to a new company.
Yeah, and as far as Lexipol and training, I don't know of anything of training with Lexipol. I just know that it's just policy and procedure. So
They do offer training.
Do
This
they?
is actually a rehashed thing that's been through this council multiple times over policy and procedures.
But what I'm trying to say is that I received another invoice for over $2,000. And is
I
that,
think we can let them go. Yeah,
What's it for?
You remember it's that policy and
it's
procedure?
for
Right,
policy
right.
and procedures?
But I mean, the council said they weren't gonna use it,
Right.
Yeah.
Then ditch it.
so
Right,
why
well-
would we be paying it?
Well, I haven't paid it, and I brought it up once before. I'm just trying to figure out where we're at. They've switched to this whole different company as far as the training part and that.
And I have a question. If we're not using Lexipol, we need a list of what the policy procedure is.
Yeah.
We need to know what the
What we're
village
gonna
has
follow, yeah.
is required to have. Instead of just saying,
it's
no, we
Groundhog
don't need
Day.
it. If you're saying we don't use it at all, what are we using? Because we haven't approved anything other than some bits and pieces of Lexipol. from what I
There you
remember.
go.
So we don't want to go down that path again.
Like, we have a paper copy. I mean, we do have it on the computer, but I mean, I've never used it on the computer. If I need to go back and look at policy, I just go to the binder paper. But
When you
I guess-
say you go to the binder paper, what's in that binder paper?
Just the printout of the policy
What policy?
for the police department
But which one?
through Lexipol.
I mean, council specifically said they weren't using Lexipol.
Now, this was old. We haven't generated any new type of policy.
Yeah, you gotta
like that.
understand,
So, yeah,
Jake
this is
doesn't
old.
know about the past back
Right.
and forth with
Yeah.
this.
Right, I mean,
I just don't
even
wanna-
the old one,
Pay
No, I get it.
twice.
Yeah, that's what we have, is the old one. So,
there's another policy and procedure manual back there someplace, because Lexipol was never approved because it's like 640 pages.
Would you have a digital copy? Because then that would be the Addyston policy and procedures. This dates back to Dorian days.
On Lexipol or another one?
No, our Addyston policy and procedures.
And I have that upstairs, and I did copy it for Chief Pennycamp when he was here.
Yeah.
The one that council did approve that Addyston had, I think it was 2014.
Yeah, I know we have it.
One of the reasons Lexipol came to be an issue in the first place was because of the insurance company stating that because of liability, they preferred us to approve Lexipol as a basic procedures and manual, whatever, to cover us under any litigations or anything like that. But that's just their opinion.
Right. And we were picking like different sections out of it that pertain to the
Correct.
village.
Now you
But
remember.
they brought us this whole 600-page binder that we did not agree with. That's
So,
what Bob's getting
can
at.
we definitely revisit this and decide on what we're going to use for policy, just so everybody's on the same page?
Yes.
And I say, I probably.
That way you can see where we're at too,
Yeah.
what it
He
is,
can
what
be
it's all about.
updated.
Yeah.
As, Chief, as far as the cost, you say this is in November.
Yes, yep.
Can we be invoiced like in October or something?
I'm sure, yeah, I just want to get the motion to be able to sign them up and have them set up for the class. Now, I don't believe you have to pay until after they've already gone through.
Well, this is just from me, that right now we're tight because we're
Right.
trying to move monies to cover expenses that, you know, we'll eventually get monies back in that. But usually in the end of September, October, we see a little bit more cash flow coming in from our tangibles and different things like that.
Right.
And I'm just saying that towards that time, it would be a better thing to accommodate than
Oh, yeah.
like today.
And this is just like worst case scenario. I mean, this is the paid training. Like I said, I have my eye out on any free training that I can get our guys signed up for, so then we don't have to come out of pocket.
And
Now, the
this-
CPT, don't they reimburse?
They do. CPT does reimburse. So,
That's my question.
So what you're spending here is you're gonna get back.
yes. Yep.
So with this, is this one that comes back through the Department of Justice, or is it,
the
how's
state.
it, well, yeah, through the state, but what I'm saying is it like with the law enforcement, I don't know I can't think of the word right now, but say like when you go to training up at the facility in Columbus, sometime in the next year, we're gonna get money for you going to that, because we, like 2 months ago, got money back from when the previous chief went.
Right.
It's not the full amount, but, you know, we got something. So, I just want to be able to watch for this so I know where
Right.
I'm gonna put it back into.
So in other words, get the information from them.
So yeah, this would be my first year inputting all of said training and getting reimbursed, so,
And this is a 3-day training.
yes, it's 3 days, yeah.
And do they all go at the same time?
Yeah.
But, okay.
And it's local, yeah, because it's in Sharon. Is it Cherville?
Yeah.
I make a motion that we approve the training as described for the police department.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Kathy Byess. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe, Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
And also in the packet, I just have our certificates of mine and Martin's of our completed CPT training, and then what I have of other officers of what they have completed. As I get updated certificates, I will give you the updated copy. Every council meeting, I plan on having like a packet like this with our schedule, any updated certificates of training that we might have gone through, and our activity reports. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys.
Chief, I've often had question people ask me about, we got 2 cars on, we have 2 cars on, we have 2 cars. Do we have 2 cars on?
We don't have 2 cars. Sometimes the reason why we have 2 cars is just adjusted hours. Like if somebody stayed over late, the next day they're not going to come in as early or as late. So that's just the only reason why.
So I have a question. I know Friday night there was nobody on duty. Absolutely nobody on duty. I guess they're changing their schedule. We're not covering Friday nights. I mean, it was pretty busy Friday night. I sent you the video.
So Friday night, Officer Marty was sick.
Okay.
He said,
I didn't know that,
could I come in Saturday
That's
until the
fine.
weekend?
To make it up.
Yeah, I approved
Okay.
that because I figured that we need some weekend shift coverage. So.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I
Yeah.
know it was pretty busy, you
Yeah.
know. I sent you the videos.
Yep.
Chief, I have a question. Is it necessary for all of council to have a copy of their certificates? Can that not just be put in their personnel file with a list submitted to them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can do
I
that.
just figured council wanted to see.
I thought that's what they said they wanted
Yeah, I thought
copies of all of them. The last meeting.
The police.
Yeah, that we wanted copies of the training. We did ask for those.
That's what I thought I heard.
We
I can
did.
keep you updated with certificates, or if you guys just want a list, I mean,
I think we
however.
just need a list of trainings. I don't think we need, it's
And
just a
then I
little
could have
paper.
them in my jacket, your jackets in my office where they're officially supposed to
We
be.
did ask for a copy.
And if somebody wants to see them, they can come and look at them.
I think you
And we can save some
copies.
trees.
I just don't think that these need to go out to everybody.
Well, it's whatever
You did a
council
great
wants.
job, and that's, just so you know.
Thank you.
Very professional.
I like it.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Impressed. Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Together.
Just one quick follow-up on the people who are needing, because they work too many hours or they need extra hours. I may not be phrasing that right. Can't we use those people to make up those hours on the weekend?
That's what we're trying to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
If anything that needs to be made up, we're trying to get them out on the weekend and make some
Sure.
weekend hours.
Thank you very much, Chief.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Anything else?
Did you have anything else? Did you go through the details and everything? Did anybody have anything for us, Chief? Thank you very much, Chief. That was a very good job on that.
Any more applications? That was my question. Sorry.
For me?
I was reading.
So actually, I have 2 applications. I've already interviewed one. I got her background back. Still going through the process. I was going to reach out to you guys this week and set up an interview to bring them in and get them interviewed with you guys. And then, but right now, I only have 2 that are qualified. That's actually kind of interested in going part-time.
Okay.
So that's definitely
start.
shocking.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Positive.
So hopefully that works out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, we're getting some in.
Sounds good.
It took a while to get one that's OPATA certified.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten lots of applications, but a lot of them are not OPATA certified. They're just either working security or they think that we'll send them to go get certified, but we're not sending.
Wish we were a big department like that.
Maybe we should put that on there, or that they must be.
It is.
No, it's on there.
Because I read it, but I
Even
couldn't
in
tell you
big,
exactly.
Yeah.
bold
It's big
letters.
Yeah. And it's still-
Yeah, that's my number one question when I call them. Hey, are
Right.
you auto certified with the state of Ohio? And they're like, what is that? A lot of times I give, what is that?
Just some of that we need.
You got your license?
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Sounds good.
Executive.
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session and talk about
Personnel and possible litigation.
possible litigation matters.
And also, I'd like for Jake to stay in here for part of it,
Okay.
if that's
That's fine.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Jake.
Jake.
Oh, Jake, I'm sorry, I
Chief.
thought you said Jake. Okay, so yeah, part of it, okay.
Pam moved.
All right.
I second.
Okay.
That's on my Kathy's.
Al.
Oh, Al seconded first.
We all seconded.
So-
I heard Al before the rest of you.
And then call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe, Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow, Al Glick, Pam Jackson.
Yay.